My hometown is Jeju Island. Jeju Island is one of the biggest islands of southern coast of Korea. When I was 3 years old, my family and I moved to Seoul, but we continue to visit Jeju Island every Korean holiday. When I was 7 years old, I went to Incheon Airport to visit my grandparents and cousins. My family and I looked around the duty-free market before takeoff. While I was looking at chocolates, I lost my mother. The airport was an incredibly new place for me, and everyone looked like a stranger. I totally remember the situation. I felt scared and embarrassed. I was looking for my mother and crying. One flight attendant came up to me out of the blue and asked me, "Hi, little girl, what's wrong?" She was dressed up in a neat uniform. She looked like a kind person and very friendly, like she could be my older sister. However, I couldn't control my emotions, so I didn't answer. At the time, I was afraid and upset. I sobbed my heart out for a while in front of her. She waited for me to come down and asked me, "What's your name? Did you lose your mother?" I didn't answer again. She soothed me and asked one more time, "It's okay, little girl, you're with me. Would you like a chocolate?" And I said, "Yes, please." She told me, "I will find your mother, trust me." An announcement was made to find my mother. Finally, my family came to the Center for Lost Children. My parents thanked her and wanted to give her some present, but she declined my parents' offer. And she said, "I was glad to find you guys." And she said to me, "I was really happy to meet you. See you again," while hugging me. My heart was warmed by her behavior and that she had cared for me as if I was her own baby from her own family. After that, I decided I wanted to become a good customer service representative just like her. It wasn't only what she said, but what she did for me that touched my heart and moved me deeply. Because of her, I've been studying and working about customer service in Korea. My behavior might motivate and inspire somebody. I am now majoring in customer service in Korea. I learned about how I could treat my customers and how I could improve my services. Also, I worked as a front desk representative at a government company for 1 year. I felt that I learned a lot. As I offered good services to customers, in return they gave me a sense of happiness and accomplishment, self-respect, and pride, etc. I believe that good customer service could touch someone's heart. It could be motivating for someone as well. Therefore, providing good service is worthy of my time. I will never forget the flight attendant. I will always remember her. Also, I hope to help someone. I really want to encourage everyone to help and support each other. I studied hard so that I could develop my own services. Let me explain. Nowadays, there are a lot of changes in our business environment around the world. If the business service doesn't satisfy the customers, they will probably find a better service provider. One can easily be affected by a good service. So, what is considered good service? Does good service include only paying attention, meet and greet, seeing customer out, customer consideration? The answer is no. Nowadays, these are the basic in the customer service. It is natural, So, I've been thinking about how I can offer my own services and how I can provide better services. As you know, better services. However, I found an interesting thing. People taking it on themselves to provide above average customer service. Tim Hortons staff remember my name, even my preferences. When I went to Tim Hortons, they gave me an ice cap without asking me anything because they remember. All my academy teachers, all my friends, we've chatted about our daily lives, not only about English education. 8 months ago, I went to the Samsung Service Center to fix my phone. The staff was so kind to me. They fixed my phone and I went back home. Suddenly, my phone rang and it was a Samsung service staff. He double-checked on my phone and he called me once a month to follow up with on my phone's condition. He used the house call service until I was satisfied with it. As you know, many people provide better services to enrich people's lives. Besides the service staff, teachers also need to be good example for their students and support them in the things to do. These audiences, in other words, listeners, are also my customers. I have to provide services what they want and what they need. Only a few years ago, the service industry was a secondary consideration. But nowadays, it attracts attention from the leading economics. Look at this competition of the companies. In the past, we focused on characteristics of the product. But nowadays, our focus competing to the customers. Additionally, the definition of the product is an object, tool, or thing. But our focus changed from our behavior and effort for the purpose of an reaching accomplishment. It is a totally different way to satisfy the customers. We have to improve our initiative and ability to explain. So, what do you have to do? I figured out how we can satisfy the needs of... So what do you have to do? As you know, society has been getting demanding. While buying something, we want more services and better treatment. We want to be treated more special than others. We want to be that special person. So, I figured out how we can satisfy the needs of this demanding society. So, it is providing differentiated and customized service. When a customer comes to my company, I will store my customers' data using CCTV or camera, as well as through interaction with my customers. For instance, I have to grasp my customers' tendencies and communicate with my customers to know what they like, and details about what their characteristics in a database. Let's look at this. It is a customization presentation. These are two different types of people, an elder person and a young person or a mother who is boarding with her baby in an airplane. A flight attendant would offer a service carefully and give the elder person to a quiet seat than the mother. In contrast, the person B needs more space. Moreover, a flight attendant provides the toys to the person B who has a child, or the flight attendant provides diapers if the person B who has an infant. It would be great if their seats are close to the washroom as well. So, through customization, the customers will be more satisfied with the result. Also, it shows them how considerate I am to the customers. Then I can provide the better services that are able to enrich customers' lives. We must know that basic service should be second nature. We should offer better services to overall exceeding services. Customer service must be personalized now. It is so memorable. Service is not giving something more. I think when the customer came to me, I gave the customer precious experiences. We should pay attention and respect the customers. Also, we should listen to and go through the problems with empathy. I hope it will remind us to create better services that are able to enrich people's lives. Thank you.